Welcome back to Autoland, the home of powerhouse machines and the people who can't resist them. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss the next big beast we bring to the yard. For our long-time crew, thanks for sticking with us. Your support fuels every deep dive we do. Now rev up your imagination, because today we're talking about a Titan that pushes the frontier of heavy-duty engineering, the CAT V20 TITAN 2026. Imagine rolling onto a mining site at dawn and spotting a machine that looks like it belongs on the surface of Mars. The V20 TITAN silhouette alone tells you Caterpillar didn't just iterate, they reinvented. At almost 8 meters tall, with a curb weight north of 260 metric tons, it's a haul truck that dwarfs its predecessors yet still slips through tighter site corridors thanks to a chassis trimmed by advanced generative design. You're looking at a skeleton that's lighter, stronger, and more torsion-resistant than anything produced before 2026, the result of AI-driven topology optimization and additive manufactured titanium nodes at key stress points. Power is delivered through Caterpillar's latest dual-energy drivetrain. A 68-liter stage VI hydrogen-ready V20 blocks out for 1,000 horsepower. But here's the kicker. Twin axial flux electric motors add another 2,100 horsepower on demand and convert kinetic energy back into battery charge every time the Titan hauls downhill. That hybrid setup not only slashes fuel consumption by 40%, it also cuts CO emissions to levels unheard of in ultra-class haul trucks. Operators can switch to an all-electric creep mode for night work, letting the site meet stringent noise ordinances without sacrificing productivity. Step inside the cockpit. Well, if you can call something the size of a studio apartment a cockpit. Gone is the cluttered array of dials and levers. In their place, a 32-inch wraparound old haptic feedback joysticks and eye-tracking menu navigation. The new Smart Surface display synthesizes telemetry from more than 300 sensors, tire pressure, drivetrain load, suspension deflection, even the micro-fatigue of the truck bed's composite weave. A glance to the left pulls up predictive maintenance insights. A nod to the right brings up real-time payload distribution in a volumetric heat map. It's immersive, intuitive, and above all designed to keep the operator's eyes on the pit. But maybe the most jaw-dropping upgrade is the Autoland Command Suite. We're talking level 4 autonomy with satellite-assisted positioning down to 2 centimeters and a LiDAR fusion array that can model the surrounding terrain at 1.5 million points per second. Whether you're in the seat or tapping in from the control center a kilometer away, the V20 TITAN can drive, dump, and return to the loading zone with no manual intervention. Collision avoidance routines run on redundant neural processors. Should one fail, a backup system takes over in 50 milliseconds, ensuring the truck never loses situational awareness. And yes, if a human does jump back in, the transition is almost seamless. Think airplane autopilot, but for a vehicle that can carry 400 short tons of ore. Durability hasn't taken a back seat to all this tech. Caterpillar's new Tritex composite bed blends high tensile steel microlattice with a ceramic resin skin, shrugging off abrasive loads at half the wear rate of last year's model. Maintenance intervals stretch to 1,500 operational hours between major checks, and a modular design means a damaged suspension strut can be swapped in under 45 minutes. On the sustainability front, Caterpillar partnered with Ecomine to certify the V20 TITAN for closed-loop life cycle management. 82% of the truck, including those titanium nodes, can be reclaimed for new builds. Even the batteries ride in quick-release sleds, so they can be refreshed independently of the chassis, cutting downtime and e-waste. So what's the bottom line? productivity gains estimated at 18% per shift, fuel savings north of $1 million annually on a typical iron ore site, and a carbon intensity score that beats regulatory targets through 2032 for operations eyeing the shift to hydrogen. The upgrade path is baked in. For electric-only camps, Caterpillar offers an all-battery variant rated for 8 hours of continuous load without a charge, and the price tag. Expect an MSRP hovering around $5.6 million before incentives. Pricey, yes, but factor in reduced fuel, fewer unplanned stoppages, and a resale value that stays sky-high because the frame and bed are practically immortal, and you've got an asset that pays itself off faster than most think. That's the CAT V20 TITAN 2026, brute force wrapped in cutting-edge smarts, greener than any hauler its size, and ready to reshape the toughest work sites on the planet. If you found yourself grinning at the thought of piloting or watching the future of heavy machinery, smash that like button. Got questions about the V20 Titan's autonomous modes, hydrogen conversion kit, or anything else? Drop them below, and I'll dig up the answers. And if you haven't already, subscribe so you never miss an episode of Autoland. We've got more iron giants, trailblazing trucks, and maybe a few surprises coming your way. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Until next time, keep those engines roaring and your tracks on the ground. This is Autoland, signing off.